Here are 3 foods you should never eat. Foods you're allergic to, foods you really don't like, and foods that are outside of your budget. Look, fear-mongering about foods has just gone out of control, and you don't need to be afraid of food. I'm working on a whole video series busting all of the food-phobic myths out there. So if there's any that you're particularly interested in, let me know. But let's just start with busting the logical fallacies of food toxins, because they are typically presented with a really logical sounding explanation, maybe even some scientific studies to support them. But here's what's happening. The rationale for food toxins is built on one compound in a food and how it affects one biological system in one specific circumstance. The solanine in tomatoes causing inflammation in mouse models of colitis, for example. Then that's generalized to every health situation, generalized to the whole food, not just that one compound, and sometimes generalized to every food that has a similar compound. But that's not how food or our biology works. You have to look at the whole food and how that impacts the whole body. It doesn't mean that some people won't have food intolerances, sensitivities, allergies, and that can be driven by one compound. And it also completely ignores the concept of dose. Just because something is harmful in a large quantity and like isolated doesn't mean it's harmful in the quantities we get from food. And to go back to our tomato example, studies show they overall have a neutral effect on inflammation or reduce inflammation. And they reduce risk of cardiovascular disease, all-cause mortality. So when you hear somebody trying to make you afraid of food, approach with caution and a healthy dose of cynicism.